Positive ways to stay motivated during tough times. Tough times often test our strength, patience, and mental resilience. In these moments, finding motivation becomes a conscious and consistent effort. One of the most effective ways to stay motivated is by practicing gratitude. Our perspective shifts when we intentionally focus on what we still have rather than what we've lost. This helps reduce anxiety and nurtures a positive mindset. A daily gratitude list reminds us that nothing is falling apart and brings hope even on the darkest days. Focusing on what we can control is another powerful motivator. When challenges arise, it's easy to feel powerless. However, even during chaos, we can always choose our attitude, actions, and responses. We reclaim our power by concentrating on our response instead of the situation itself. This mental shift empowers us to make progress rather than fall into despair. Reframing setbacks as learning opportunities transforms obstacles into stepping stones. Every challenge has a hidden lesson. When we look for it, we grow wiser and more resilient. Instead of labeling experiences as failures, viewing them as feedback helps us keep going and avoid getting stuck in regret. Visualization is a potent tool. When we consistently visualize our goals and desired outcomes, the mind starts to believe in them. It creates clarity, strengthens belief, and motivates us to take actions that align with the picture we hold. This mental rehearsal fuels our internal drive and reduces fear of the unknown. Positive affirmations are another way to reprogram the mind for motivation. Repeating affirmations like, "I am capable, this will pass," or "I grow stronger every day," plants seeds of belief. Over time, these statements drown out the inner critic and strengthen our self-worth, especially when repeated in moments of doubt. Sometimes, the best motivation comes from simply reminding ourselves why we started. Reconnecting with our original reasons, whether to provide for our family, achieve a dream, or overcome a limitation, reignites passion. The initial spark that made us begin can also sustain us through setbacks. Acceptance is a powerful motivator. Recognizing that struggle is part of growth and not a punishment helps us stop resisting challenges. With acceptance comes peace, and we gain clarity and energy to keep moving forward. It's the opposite of victimhood. It's strength through surrender. Small wins are crucial to keep the spirit alive. When we celebrate even minor achievements, it signals progress to the brain. These small victories build momentum and make the journey feel manageable. Each step counts and should be recognized. Self-talk matters. Speaking kindly to ourselves, especially during tough times, is like being our cheerleader. Harsh inner criticism drains motivation, while compassionate self-talk lifts us. Telling ourselves, "You're doing your best," or "It's okay to struggle," promotes emotional safety and persistence. Looking back at how far we've come provides perspective. When overwhelmed, it's easy to forget past progress. Reflecting on previous wins, lessons learned, or hard times we've survived reminds us that we are stronger than we think and more capable than we feel in the moment. Setting mini goals helps simplify the journey. Significant goals can feel intimidating when we're already low on energy. Setting small, doable targets creates a sense of direction without pressure. These manageable chunks build consistency and reduce procrastination. A structured routine offers stability during chaos. Routines give the mind and body something familiar to rely on, especially comforting during uncertain times. Even something simple like waking up, meditating, or journaling at the same time each day can be grounding and motivating. Making a checklist and ticking items off provides a sense of accomplishment. Checking a box releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical that keeps us wanting to continue. It's a tangible way of tracking progress and boosting morale. Doing one thing a day toward our goal ensures steady progress. Even on difficult days, completing a single action keeps the momentum alive. It reinforces the belief that we are moving forward, even slowly, and prevents stagnation. Breaking tasks into smaller steps reduces being overwhelmed. When problems seem significant, they tend to paralyze us. Breaking them into smaller, doable actions makes them less intimidating and more manageable. This approach makes consistency more achievable. Trying a new hobby provides a mental break. It allows our mind to shift focus, recharge, and gain a new perspective. Creative activities like painting, dancing, or gardening can provide joy and bring back the energy needed to face challenges. Keeping a journal is a therapeutic and motivational practice. Writing down our thoughts, struggles, and victories helps process emotions, identify patterns, and track growth. It serves as a mirror to our inner world and offers clarity. Decluttering our physical space helps declutter our mind. A tidy environment promotes mental clarity and reduces stress. Organizing our space signals a fresh start and subtly motivates us to regain control over our lives. Creating a vision board keeps our dreams visible and alive. We are constantly reminded of what we're working toward by displaying images and words representing our goals. It keeps us inspired, especially when the journey feels long. Limiting distractions is key to staying focused. Reducing social media time, negative news, or unnecessary multitasking helps conserve mental energy. With fewer distractions, our motivation has space to grow and express itself fully. Talking to someone we trust provides emotional relief and new perspectives. Sometimes, just being heard is enough to release mental pressure. Trusted conversations often bring encouragement, validation, and renewed motivation. An accountability buddy adds structure to our goals. When someone else checks in with us, we are more likely to stay committed. It creates a sense of partnership and mutual encouragement, which strengthens resolve. Joining a support group reminds us that we are not alone. Hearing others' experiences and progress can uplift us and provide practical solutions. A group's shared connection and empathy help combat isolation and boost motivation. Surrounding ourselves with positive people influences our energy and mindset. Encouraging friends and mentors inspire us through their words, actions, and attitudes. Positive company fuels positive thinking. Talking to someone who's been through it offers reassurance. Their insights and survival stories prove that tough times can be conquered. They offer hope and practical advice that can accelerate our recovery and motivation. Reading or listening to stories of resilience strengthens belief. Biographies, podcasts, or documentaries about people who overcame adversity remind us that pain doesn't have to define us. These stories light our path. Sending someone a kind message spreads positivity. Helping others improves our mood. It reminds us of our ability to uplift others, which uplifts ourselves and keeps our hearts warm and open. Asking for help is not a weakness, it's wisdom. When we admit we need support, we allow others to contribute to our healing. This humility builds connection and prevents burnout, both of which support motivation. Celebrating others' wins with genuine joy shifts the focus from scarcity to abundance. Instead of comparing, we choose to cheer others on. This opens our hearts and invites positivity and inspiration into our own lives. Helping someone else in need gives us purpose. It pulls us out of our problems and shows us that we can make a difference. Service creates connection and reminds us that we matter. Physical movement boosts motivation by improving mood and energy levels. Exercise, even a short walk, releases endorphins that reduce stress and increase optimism. Movement clears mental fog and sharpens focus. Staying hydrated and eating nourishing food fuel both body and mind. Poor nutrition can lead to fatigue and depression, while balanced meals enhance energy, clarity, and emotional stability, all essential for motivation. Getting enough sleep restores motivation. Sleep deprivation increases stress and decreases willpower. Quality rest helps us wake up refreshed, making staying committed to our goals easier. Breathing exercises and meditation center the mind. They reduce anxiety, calm emotional storms, and improve focus. When we breathe deeply and regularly, we reset our nervous system and awaken our inner strength. Uplifting music has the power to transform our mood instantly. Songs with positive lyrics or beats energize us and shift our mindset. Music connects us to hope, rhythm, and a sense of aliveness. Spending time in nature grounds us. The natural world has a calming, healing effect on the mind. Sunlight boosts vitamin D, which improves mood, while greenery soothes stress and encourages introspection. Laughter is medicine. Watching a funny movie or recalling a silly moment can lift our spirits. It breaks the heaviness of difficult times and reminds us that joy is still available even now. Limiting negative media prevents emotional overload. Constant exposure to lousy news amplifies fear and hopelessness. Being intentional about what we consume protects our inner peace and motivation. Taking mental health days is essential. Rest isn't laziness, it's necessary for regeneration. Stepping back temporarily can prevent long-term burnout and keep our inner fire from dying out. Creativity reignites inspiration. Writing, drawing, cooking, or reorganizing your room channels energy into creation instead of destruction. It sparks new ideas and shifts our emotional state. Reading motivational books or quotes fuels the mind with wisdom. When we're low, words from great thinkers or spiritual leaders remind us of more profound truths. These words can become internal anchors during storms. Watching TED Talks or inspiring videos brings us face to face with people who've overcome incredible odds. Their confidence and journey instill faith that we can continue and emerge stronger. Listening to podcasts filled with uplifting stories or life strategies offers encouragement in daily doses. They bring motivation into our commute, workout, or evening routine without much effort. Learning something new builds confidence and engagement. Even if it's unrelated to our struggle, the sense of growth and progress it brings can carry over to other areas of life. Reflecting on past tough times reminds us of our resilience. We've overcome before and we will again. This awareness instills confidence and motivates us to keep showing up for ourselves. Writing a letter to our future self connects us to long-term vision. It's a promise to keep going, and reading it later reminds us of our inner strength and commitment. Creating a motivation playlist is a simple, effective way to boost our mood. Music that aligns with our goals, values, or energy can lift us instantly, reigniting motivation even during exhaustion. Following inspirational people online can shift our digital environment. Curating our feed with positivity, wisdom, and encouragement transforms scrolling into a motivational experience. Writing down our why and keeping it visible reminds us of our purpose. Seeing it daily refuels our determination and keeps our eyes on the bigger picture. Lastly, never forget the timeless truth: this too shall pass. Nothing lasts forever, not even pain. Knowing everything is temporary helps us endure tough times with courage, patience, and faith. Thanks for your time. See you later.